This session is especially designed for quick revision of formulas related to light, and this will be useful for CBSE 10th grade students at the time of exam. Before moving to the formulas, let's understand the terms related to mirror. In this figure, you see there is a point P, which is a geometric center of the mirror. This is known as pole. The point C is basically the center of a sphere of which mirror is the part of, and this is known as center of curvature. And the point F is a focal point for this mirror. The line which joins the center of curvature C and the pole is known as principal axis, and the distance between P and C is known as radius of curvature and represented by R. And the distance of focal point F with the pole is known as focal length of that mirror. The focal length of any mirror is half of its radius of curvature. So there are basically four variables related to mirror formulas. R is the radius of curvature of mirror, which is fixed for a specific mirror once it is made. The focal length, which is half of R, and U is the distance of object from the pole of the mirror, and V is the distance of image from pole of the mirror. Now let's get into the first formula. This formula, which gives the relation between U, V and F, is known as mirror formula. Here U is the object distance, V is image distance, and F is the focal length of the mirror. Since F is equal to R by 2, the same formula can be rewritten in the form of U, V and R. The important thing is here the numerical values of mirror formula variables like U, V, F and R must be used with proper sign of positive or negative. To know about the sign of these variables, we must understand the sign convention which is being used to define the sign of these different parameters. To define the sign of these parameters, we use Cartesian sign convention. As per this sign convention, anything which is measured on the right side of the horizon is positive, left side is negative, and above the x-axis here is positive and below the x-axis is negative. So in case of mirror, we put the mirror at the origin of this coordinate system, and in this case the OC is represent the principal axis of this mirror. So anything measured to the right of O is positive, to the left of O is negative. Similarly, above this principal axis is positive and below this principal axis is negative. So the distance of C, which is a radius of curvature, is negative. Distance of F, the focal point from O, again negative. And the distance of an object, which is again on the left side, is negative. And the image distance, if image is at the left side, it's a negative. If image is on right side, it's measured as positive. Similarly, for convex mirror, the distance of C from origin is R, and that is positive. Distance of focal point is again positive. But object generally we keep on the left side of the mirror, and it's always negative. Distance of image in case of convex mirror, positive, because it's on right side or behind the mirror. So formula number 2 for mirror magnification. Magnification M is equal to I upon O, where M is magnification, I is image height, O is object height. So object height is generally positive because object is generally kept above the principal axis. The image height, depending on its orientation, it's a negative if it is below the principal axis, and generally real image is below principal axis, and the virtual image height is positive, which is upright and above the principal axis. The magnification is also present in the form of the object and image distance by this formula, where u is object distance and v is image distance. Now, answer the following question. What do you know about the image if m is equal to 2 or m is equal to minus 2, m is equal to plus 5 or m is equal to minus half? Here m is the magnification. So, in the first case, when m is equal to 2, it shows me that image is virtual and height is double of the object height. Why image is virtual? Because the sign of magnification is positive here. So, positive sign shows that image is above the principal axis and similar to the object. That's why the image is virtual. In case of m is equal to minus 2, minus sign shows that image is real or inverted, and this is below the principal axis, and height is double of the object height. Similarly, m plus 5 means image is virtual and 5 times the object height. In case of m is equal to minus half, image is real and height is half of the object height. The third formula is related to Snell's law of refraction. As per this law, light ray which refracted from one medium to another medium, it makes an angle of incidence I and the angle of refraction R, then the ratio of sin I upon sin R, the trigonometric ratio, is constant. From the same law, we get a refractive index of a medium. So, in that case, this constant sin I upon sin R is equal to the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. And mu is unitless, it doesn't have any unit because it's a ratio of two trigonometric functions which are numbers. Number 5 is absolute refractive index of a medium. In case when medium 1 is a vacuum, the speed of the light in vacuum is given by c and the speed of light in medium 2 is v, then the ratio of sin I upon sin R is equal to c by v, and that is known as absolute refractive index of medium. The refractive index of medium is greater than equal to 1 because the speed of the light in vacuum is maximum, which is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. So, it will be equal to 1 only in case when we are talking about the absolute refractive index of vacuum. Number 6 is Lenz's formula, which is a relation of V, U and F, similar to what we have seen in mirror case. So here again U is a object distance, V is image distance and F is focal length of the lens. And all these distance is measured from optical center of the lens. And this optical center is the geometric middle point of any lens. Now since focal length is related to or half of the radius of curvature, the formula can be rewritten in the form of UV and R. Again, as we saw in case of mirror, the numerical values of Lenz's formula variables U, V, F and R must be used with proper sign plus or minus. The sign of the parameters are determined by the direction of their measurement, similar to what we have seen in case of mirror, and we use the sign convention of Cartesian coordinates. Next is Lenz's magnification. Lenz's magnification is similar to magnification by mirror, and this is given by the ratio of height of the image and height of the object. Object height is positive when object is above the principal axis, which is in most of the cases, and the virtual image height is also positive. In case of real image, the image height is negative. The real images are inverted and below the principal axis. It is a ratio of image distance and object distance. Next is power of lens. The power of lens is its ability to converge or diverge the light, and it is equal to the reciprocal of focal length. So power of lens is measured in unit of measure diopter, where the focal length is measured in meters. If the focal length is in centimeter, then the formula is P equal to 100 by F. Power of lens is positive or negative depending on the sign of focal length. We know that the focal length of convex lens is positive, so its power is also a positive numerical value. In case of concave lens, the focal length is negative, and so the power of the concave lens is a negative number. Let's answer the following questions. If a doctor prescribed a lens of power plus 2D, what do you understand by this? Here plus means is a converging lens, and that's why is a convex lens. And 2 means the focal length is 1 by 2 or 0.5 meter. So next question is, what about the prescribed lens of power minus 2.5D? Here minus sign represents that lens is diverging and a concave lens. The power 2.5 means the focal length is 1 by 2.5, which is equal to 0.4 meter, and it's negative. Number 9 is combined power of multiple lenses. For example, 3 lenses of power P1, P2 and P3, and if we put these 3 lenses in contact, the net power of the combined lens will be P1 plus P2 plus P3. Make sure to put these powers with their proper sign. Now answer the question, what is the net power P of 2 lenses of power plus 2 diopter and minus 0.5 diopter? As per formula, the net power is addition of power of 2 lenses. Since in this case, the power of second lens is negative, so the net power is 2 minus 0.5, and this is equal to 1.5 diopter. And that's all we have for today's session. I hope you would have enjoyed it. If you think this is useful for your last moment exam preparation, then please click like button and subscribe us for similar type of videos.